Hello, everybody. Jonathan Kuminga didn't play most of the game, but when Kerr finally put him in, he completely changed the game with his strength and ability to get to the rim against the small lineups of the Blazers. Down the stretch, he and Draymond connected for a couple of huge plays. In this late game situation, the Blazers were putting all kinds of pressure, trying to deny the ball to Steph Curry, but the Warriors were prepared for this. Earlier in the game, the Blazers pulled the surprise full court denial on Steph. One defender denies the ball. The second defender, who usually guards the inbounder, comes all the way out to help deny the ball. So Steph is pretty thoroughly denied. I think Draymond improvises this. Draymond realizes if he goes fast, he's going to have 4-on-3. Chris Paul, just off screen here, notices the same thing. So he steps up to get this inbound. Now this is a matter of quickness to keep the 4-on-3 alive. Draymond wants the ball right back. Now the Blazers are in trouble. This defender's going to stay with Chris Paul. This defender's going to stay with Draymond. He's signaling to his teammate that he's got to be ready to switch over. On the backside, Sharpe is guarding both Moody, who was great today, and Wiggins. Wiggins cuts so that this defender has to choose between him and Moody. It's Wiggins knifes right between the defenders. Very elegant. And one. Okay, back to the end of the game. Portland, again, denying Steph. Kamara, face guarding Steph. Scoot Henderson here is not going to commit to a complete trap of Steph, but he is putting heavy pressure on the ball. Shaedon Sharpe denying Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga sees this and he points to Wiggins, saying that Draymond is going to step up and receive this pass, and that'll give Kuminga a chance to just outrace Sharpe, cutting backdoor. I like Steve Kerr either reminding JK to run down court, or he's using coach body English or something to make sure this play happens right. Here's the inbounds. Kuminga gets half a step on his defender. Draymond is looking for him all the way. This is a delicate pass, so it's got to be somewhere Kuminga can get to, Sharpe cannot get to, and then there's another defender off camera here, so it can't be too far. So Draymond hits the sweet spot, Kuminga lands under control, and the best part of all this, Thibault's here, but Kuminga has grown and does not commit the charge, and instead, beautiful little Euro step and a smooth finish. Down the stretch, the Warriors were picking on Anfernee Simons. He's a real microwave scorer, but he's a bit on the small side, and so they were definitely attacking his defense. Andrew Wiggins, pin down screen to knock Kamara off of Steph, force Scoot Henderson to switch to him. Steph sees Simons, is trying to hide on Draymond. Give and go with Draymond. Now he's going to swoop around and get the dribble handoff. Scoot Henderson is going to run into Draymond, so Anfernee Simons has to switch to Steph. Simons is no fool. He knows that he's getting picked on, so he wants to beat the rush hour traffic and meet Steph as high as he can off the screen, and Draymond says, "Heh heh heh, that's exactly what I want you to do." Scoot following Steph, Simons beating traffic, Draymond keeps the ball, Sharpe is the low man. On the weak side, it's his job to rotate to stop this drive. I like how aware Kuminga is on this play. He's anticipating that Sharpe is going to leave him and immediately cuts behind Sharpe to the basket, and he throws up the finger saying, "Draymond, make my dreams come true." And Draymond is a dream maker. I can't resist doing one more play. Steph wants to pick on Simons again. Klay steps up with the guard screen. Klay's going to make sure he gets good contact so that the defender really will switch. This is going to be just another magical Steph game-sealing step-back three. There's a whole mini soap opera happening with the Blazers' assistant coach here. What I think is happening is that as the shot clock runs down, he wants someone to come trap Steph and force him to give it up to someone else who will have to make a play with just a couple seconds left on the shot clock. So he's going to start waving. And if I had to guess, I would guess that Scoot is the one who's supposed to come up and trap and leave Kuminga in the corner. So coach starts yelling, come trap, come trap. Now he's really pointing animatedly towards Steph Curry, like go get him. And then as the shot goes up, you see all kinds of emotions. First there's this moment of, well, too late for that trap, I guess. And then as he watches the ball soar through the air, arms down in resignation, it's time to let go and let God. And then as the ball goes through the basket, oh, full body dejection. I kind of feel for him. Let's wrap up with a quick celebration analysis. This is from the early part of the game where the veterans were playing like they were hungover. Two defenders step up to Steph Curry. Looney rolls. Steph manages to bounce this off of Looney's patella. Ball takes a lucky bounce, and Looney comes up with it and then swoops in for the layup. A couple things I like from the bench. On the end of the bench is Jonathan Kuminga. He had been told that he was not going to play today because of matchups, so he could have just sulked, but instead, seeing Kevon Looney's hustle, Kuminga does jump up. He's got the intense clapping going for his teammate. Trayce Jackson-Davis is going to jump up and throw up the hand, and to show how good Kevon Looney's hands were, Trayce is going to twiddle his fingers very delicately. Very nice. Podziemski showing his appreciation. First the full body surprise, and then jumping up into the full body. That was outrageous, but he really turns it into that was outrageous. I demand to see the manager.